Alright, gang, welcome back to our Skyefin Aquafarm series here in Kinlaig. It is November. Rain is in the forecast, 9:26 a.m. We've got $85,000 in the bank, which is a decent amount of money, and I'm in the process here of doing something that I talked about doing a couple episodes back, but we've had so much to do that we really haven't had the time to do so. But I'm moving the forklift back to the shop. Now, we did have our forklift at the shop for quite a while, and I've already pre-moved that back to our yard area. Won't really need it at all in the Aquafarm area anymore, since we're just going to be doing auto distributing as we move forward here. So we'll move it to our yard area because we will need it there. Well, we can utilize it there, I should say, for picking up all the different adult trout that we have there, and then any of the flour that has spawned as well, which we need to kind of make a trip back down to our fish food factory and deposit that there. Speaking of the fish food factory, it is doing well. It is making fish food. It is distributing that fish food. However, it's obviously not quite making enough. And as you can see, the cycles per month is very small. So I'm not quite sure, given how many things we have, if we're ever going to get to a point where we can legitimately say that the fish food factory is providing us with being self-sufficient, unfortunately, the more I look at it. But we'll find out, I guess, as we move along here. We're not going to stop anytime soon. We're going to at least do one more harvest season, as I mentioned. And, yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So we got that dropped off there. We need to take this back. I did not take it back since the last episode. Go ahead and fold this up. And today we're going to plow up this field. It needs to be plowed. We'll take a look and see if it needs any lime or anything like that. We did lime it last time, so I suspect it probably doesn't need anything. But maybe we'll throw some lime down there too if it even increases it a tiny bit. Not too concerned about money right now, given the fact that I think we have enough fields, as I mentioned, for you know, what we need to accomplish here. So not as concerned about that. And honestly, when we start to sell some of these adult trout and everything else, we're going to make plenty of money anyway. So yeah, we've got the offshore aqua farm on auto selling right now. So should be good all around the board. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't done so already, I highly recommend you check out a brand new series I came out with. Was not a series I was anticipating coming out with at all. But my buddy Crustu, who is doing the one-tile challenge with me, along with Rusty. But Crustu came out with a brand new challenge. It's like an island, it's extreme survival island challenge. It's pretty crazy. I'm already feel like I'm in trouble in that series, but nonetheless, if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend you do. The first episode released on Wednesday of last week, and then I had the second episode released on Friday, which normally would be this, but I wanted to get two just to kind of get partially caught up to Crustu because he already had a couple out. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think about that. It is not going to impact the Triple Threat Challenge of any sort. I am delaying that about 1 week just because I want to look at some of the other maps that all of you mentioned while I was gone, just to make sure that that's not specifically a better map for us, you know, to do that challenge on. The two that I had, nobody mentioned those two, so not necessarily that I'm not going to pick one of those two that I had, you know, kind of selected, but I want to at least, you know, give enough credit to looking at the ones that all of you mentioned, because maybe they're better. I haven't looked at a bunch of those, so maybe they're better options for us, so we'll take a look at them. Anyway, we've got a bunch of trout in here, 2,000 of each of those. How many do we have in storage? There's 3,000 in that one, so almost 3,000 in two of them, 4,000 in one, so decent amount in there. This stuff is on auto selling. It's going to continually be on auto selling just because I don't want to deal with that anymore. I really did not like that, and as you probably saw, it was not the best of quality material because I was struggling big time. So we're just going to leave that on auto selling, even though we might lose a little bit in the process from you know, holding on to them when it's the best time to sell them. Now, there are some pallets that are spawned there. Those ones that have spawned, we will wait and sell those when the time comes that it's best to sell them, which I don't know when that is. I already forget, so we'll look at that today. I just turned off the canola oil here on our grain mill because we ran out of canola. So everything that we possibly could have is in the fish food factory now. So we've got 6,000 liters of canola oil, 66,000 liters of flour, and a little over 17,000 liters of soybeans. Almost 67,000 liters of flour, as a matter of fact. We do have 4 pallets of flour we can take down there, as I mentioned. So we'll work on doing that today. Let's see. What about Evidently, we have some oat and some barley in here still that we can transfer over and make some more. Do we need to? Right now, probably not. But we can, right? We can. Let's see. What about the fish here? What do we got? Oh, we've got the straw, too. I forgot about the straw. Ooh, the straw actually might be best to sell around now, isn't it? November, December? It's December. Okay. It's not a bad price right now, but we might as well wait and sell it next month. There's no reason not to. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got salmon we need to find first. There they are. Yeah, July. I thought it was in the middle of the summer, but I couldn't remember 100%. And then the trout are going to be the same thing, right? Yep, middle of summer. Okay, so the prices aren't terrible. They only fluctuate by about $1,000. So it's not awful, but again, it's not something I specifically want to sell today, so we're not going to do that. Now, used market-wise, there's good stuff out here. There's a nice trailer out here. This thing would be awesome to have. I'm not quite sure we would really utilize it to its fullest extent. I would love to give this thing a go. But I just don't... We've got this little sprayer. We used it one time. I'm not saying we won't use it again, but does it make sense? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I guess we could, instead of plowing up the soybean field, I guess we could just, direct drill it and then spray it afterwards. I guess we could go that approach. pH value in all of our fields looks pretty good, as a matter of fact. I don't think we're going to have to do much. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So the only thing really we could do is we could put in grass and kind of utilize it a bit as a first pass of fertilizer on this field. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're just going to go ahead and straight into plowing it and then kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and turn that off. I'm just going to leave that. Actually, you know what? We're going to bring it back up here. I don't need that down here. I'm going to bring it up here. Let's put the beacons on. Now, what this does mean when we start working on, or we start releasing, I guess I should say, the Triple Threat Challenge, it does mean we're going to have quite a lot of series going at the same time. I know in the past, some people may not like the fact that I've got so many going at the same time, but, this one, it's got, well, I mean, in theory, we've got about 12 episodes left on this series, right? I'm not going to go all the way to December, I don't think. We'll go to the next soybean harvest, whenever that ends up being. I'm just going to put this right here for right now. It's probably in the way. I always put things in the way, but I'm going to put it right here. So, yeah, we've got about 12-ish episodes, something like that. Depending on, here in the winter months, if we do a full episode or not, which we may or may not do, right? One thing I do think I want to do today, though, is I think I want to make an upgrade to our plow here. We're getting ready to plow one of the bigger fields that we have. And understanding that we're likely only going to be utilizing this upgrade to the plow one time, we have the money for it, and I think it's best in our best interest just to make a bit of an upgrade here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just something a little bit larger than what we have. There are a couple options out there for us, so we'll take a look at that once we get to the shop. But yeah, I just think it's time for us to make a bit of an upgrade. So we're going to do that today. I'm just going to take a shortcut through the field here. We're going to be plowing it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Things are good, man. Things are good. Really had a lot of fun with this series, man. It's sad that we're getting close to coming to an end, but that we've kind of accomplished our main goals here at this point, right? One more harvest, and we absolutely 100% will. We'll have enough in there that the factory itself won't probably be able to keep up with all the stuff we're trying to put in there. It already can't keep up with the flour, but that's just because we've had a lot of flour kind of in storage hanging around, right? But yeah, this is going to be good, man. I'm excited about this. This is going to be good. So I don't know when the rain is supposed to be here. 11 o'clock. So it's going to be here pretty soon, actually. It's probably going to be raining in the middle of us doing the plowing of that field. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Hopefully we don't spin our wheels too much in that process. All right, so let's repair this. We'll repaint it too, and we're going to sell it for $5,713. I'm also going to repair the John Deere while we're here. We might as well do so. And plows. So I think we're going to go with this one. We use this a lot, but honestly, I've said it many times before, I don't like the more traditional plows. I like these better. It's just personal preference, honestly. Let's see. Wait, how much horsepower does this tractor have? I already forget. No, I know I can flip it backwards. I know. We utilize that actually in the competitive one-tile challenge, but I want to do a bit more realistic. 281. So it's actually not as much as I thought. Yeah, for a 6 meter, it's telling me I need 260 horsepower. Maybe we will go a little unrealistic. I'm just going to go 9 meters. We're going to go slightly unrealistic with it. That's all right. We're going to change it. We're going to make it green. We're going to match it with our John Deere here. And yeah, black's good there. All right, 19 grand. If we have to go a little unrealistic, we have to go a little unrealistic with it. I just want something a little bit larger for us. Now, we're also going to have to probably buy, and maybe I should have, well, I got a front weight on here, but I could flip this to a 3-point hitch if I wanted to. But we're going to have to buy some more fish food. Right now, they're okay. They probably could last another month without any fish food, but honestly, I'd like to just kind of top everything up there. And then that way we can truly see, you know, how the fish food factory's doing, right? If we have them kind of maxed out, we'll be able to know by the next episode, okay, well, the fish food factory kept each of these productions to X amount over a 1 month period, or it lost X amount over a 1 month period, whichever way you want to look at it, right? So I think that's what I want to do today. So I think that's going to be our main goal and objective today is get this field plowed up, buy some more fish food, try to max out everything, max out the lakes, and max out our aqua farm. I'm not too concerned again with the offshore. I mentioned that already. If we have to do it, we have to do it, but I'm not too concerned. Look at this. We're doing this no problem. It says it needs 320 or whatever it was, but we're going through this no problem at all. So I'm not even going to go the unrealistic way. This is like we're going through it like butter. This is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, man. Turn off the beacons. We don't need those on anymore. All right. We will put on the steering assist, and we'll get underway. We're going 11 mile per hour here, gang, so it shouldn't... Up there it might be a little bit more of a struggle. It's more of a hill, but it shouldn't take us too long. And that front weight on the front is probably helping us out tremendously, as a matter of fact. But let's get it done. All right, that is done. So now we just need to head on down to the shop, pick up some fish food, and do our normal distribution like we have been doing for quite a while. So let's get hooked up to the trailer here again, and we'll head on that way. Just gonna double check the train. I had a train scare off camera before we started this recording with the forklift. I almost got absolutely destroyed by the train. Just driving along, meandering away, minding my own business, and the train literally missed me by about a few inches. Felt like, this is going back a ways. Felt like the very first Fast and Furious, the very first one, like in 2000, 2001, whenever that came out, where at the very end of the movie, if you remember, they're doing a race, and they got to go across the railroad track. There's a train coming, and like they literally just barely miss getting hit by the train. That's what it was like. That's what it was like. Literally gave me a bit of a haircut. I mean, it was that close. Anyway, we'll head down here. Let's get some fish food, and then we will distribute that fish food. And the rain has just started, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you can hear that yet or not, but it has started. The windshield wipers have now kicked on as well. Can't really see much. Whoa! Took that corner a little too sharp. All right, down to kilted pistons we go. All right, so let's try to be smart about this. So if we look at our productions, they don't need much in the fish lakes. This one needs a decent amount. So honestly, I think maybe if we just go with our normal approach here. 16,000 liters of fish food, is that going to be enough? I think we need a little bit more than that, but not much. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to hope that's enough. I mean, I could do the math and actually fully figure that out, but I think that's pretty close to what we're looking for, what we're needing, I should say. It's going to be close enough, really, for us to be able to kind of do what I talked about earlier, right, with our fish food production. It's going to be close enough to figure that out. Alright, let's put this up here. I seem to be doing a lot better with this type of a forklift than the telehandler. The telehandler, man, I was having all kinds of issues. This one seemed to do a little bit better with. Although now that I say that, there goes one. Now that I say that, there goes one, of course. Well, let's strap it down before we lose it. Did we lose it? Nope, we got it. Alright, good. We're good. The other ones can just be thrown on the back here. Shouldn't be a problem. Of course, I had to put my foot in my mouth. As soon as I said that, of course. Of course. All right, perfect. Let's put this away. Jump back in the John Deere, and it's time to head on back to the yard area. Now, when November, January, February comes along, we're not going to have a ton to do. What we'll likely do is kind of, you know, I've been opening up to it a little bit more as we've moved along here. I've said it many times before. I'll say it many times again, I'm sure. But my personal preference is only to do one episode per month. I don't really like skipping months. It feels a little cheaty. Oh, boy. Feels a little cheaty, but yeah, I'm opening up to it more. I mean, it makes sense, right? Why would I just sit there and do nothing? So anyway, December, January, February, maybe we just do one episode of all three of those months, depending on what we have to do. And like I said, I don't expect much. So On the way back here, I am going to take a quick peek, though, and take a look at that field that we just plowed. Again, I don't think it's going to require any lime of any sort, but maybe in the next episode, maybe we can throw some lime down there if it'll help at all, even if it's a small amount. Let's just pull off to the side here and take a look. I'm assuming it's going to say it's perfectly fine. Well, pH value is okay. So yeah, I mean, some of it's good, some of it's okay. We want the pH value to be perfect. So probably would be in our best interest to do that. So I think the next episode we will attempt to throw some lime down in that field. So that's going to be good. That'll give us at least something to do in the winter months here. I might also look at the other field back in the back. I don't think I put any lime down there on that either. I'm talking about the other one that's going to be a soybean field. Pretty sure we didn't. Don't drive too quickly there, Z. Come on, buddy. Get together. $47,000 after we spent all of that money on the fish food and the plow upgrade. So not really tons of money left, but all right. That mud is heavy land deformation, man. You really sink into the ground in that mud area. All right, they should be maxed out. They are. Perfect. Okay, good. So the rest of this is going to go to our our agriculture, the breeding area. 18,000 of it, so it's not quite there. Actually, it might be literally just a few hundred liters away because we've got 18,466 here, and there's 10,952, so almost 11,000. So we're literally going to be just short. But that's okay. That's kind of what we were hoping for, right? That's what we were wanting. All right, let's see if we can get a better turn here this time and get closer so we make sure we get all of this in here. Last time, I missed it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Every bit of it went in there. That's great. And, yeah, we're literally... near it makes no difference. 600 liters away from being a maxed out aquafarm there. So that's good. That's a really good thing. So, gang, we're going to leave the episode at that point. A little bit of a shorter episode here today, but, there's not a ton to do in the winter months, as I've mentioned, right? So, yeah, next month we'll put the lime down on that field. I'm also going to take a peek at this field here real quick, as a matter of fact, during the closing here. But we'll put the lime down on the soybean field over there, and then the straw we'll sell next month, which will be good. So that'll give us a little bit of extra income as well. pH value is good here, so likely doesn't need much either, but we can do it too. Why not? We might as well do both fields next episode. And yeah, we'll cruise along, man. So we'll leave the episode at this point. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button on the case you've yet to do so. Thanks to my members. I cannot thank them enough for all of their continued support, many of which has been for well over a year now. I cannot thank you guys enough. Really does mean a lot. If you're interested in that, there is a link down below. You do get early access to videos like this one, including the competitive one-tile challenge. Yeah. There's a Discord link down below if you want to check that out. My second channel link's down below if you're interested in stuff that's not Farming Simulator that I might be doing. All of that's down below for you to check out as you want. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time.